to introduce our 2012 residential recruitment program. I hope everyone is looking through the book, which is what we hope you would do. Isn't it fantastic? It is a great looking product. We're so proud of it. Every year, you hear me stand up here and say that I think this is the best book we've ever produced. And once again, this year, I think I can tell you this is the best book that we've ever produced. We continue to raise the bar on our own expectations, and so staff is absolutely responsible for that, none more so than Amanda Wright, so we want to be sure that Amanda is recognized for that later. So continue to look through the book. We want to talk very quickly about this. We don't have a very long program today, but we did want to share a few things with you. As a reminder, this is the Communities Residential Recruitment Program. It is a cooperative effort of partners that come together to try to put this program on to recruit new people to the community. Our records show that it began in '91. It seems hard to believe that it's only about 20 years old, but it has become the benchmark residential recruitment program across the United States. We have lost track of the number of chambers across the United States that have copied this program, have taken the program that we have and built upon their own. And so through the success of our program, sometimes imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, and we certainly are flattered that we have chambers all over the United States that are trying to catch us using this plan. And so, of course, we try to stay a step ahead of them, and I think this year we've reset the bar for them to come find. We talked about it each year being one of our best guides ever. This guide in the years past has won awards. 2007, it was recognized nationally as an honorable mention. In 2008, it received a merit award. In 2009, an award of excellence. In 2010, a bronze award. These are all in national competitions against all of the chambers of commerce in the United States in terms of not just residential recruitment programs, but programs like this that other chambers have. And so we're always very proud of how that stacks up against the competition. And as you can tell, we are right there in the top 4 or 5 programs in the United States year after year after year in this particular program and this product. This book that you're reading is one piece of it. So when we look at the whole comprehensive piece, the whole comprehensive program, that's really the award winner. But this guide is certainly kind of a stand up and look at me type of product that we're very, very proud of. I will remind you that the guide is self-sustaining. Every expense associated with this guide, to produce this guide, is paid by the advertisers who support the program. So the advertisers you see in the book pay for this book. That's what helps it move forward. That way, Jackie will explain to you in a little bit, the extra money that we receive in for advertising and things such as that, we can commit 100% of that revenue toward that without having to take anything off for the production of the guide. So the guide itself is 100% sustainable through our advertisers. Now I'm going to turn it over to Jackie Garrison, our Chief Operating Officer, who's going to speak very quickly about some of the goals and the objectives of what the guide is.
Thank you, Dave. And again, thank you so much for being here this morning. I know that if you're like me, it started at 5 o'clock when the alarm went off and I had to go to the gym. It was like, I would rather just stay in today, but duty called. So here we are to talk about the new relocation guide. So we're going to tell you a little bit about the objectives of the guide, because we have a large contingency today here of ambassadors, and I thank you so much for being here. And not only do you go out and represent your companies each and every time that you go out, but you represent the Chamber of Commerce. So if people ask you questions about our relocation program, I like knowing that you guys have that information available to you, that we've shared some information with you today that you can share with others, or if you know someone who wants to relocate to Hot Springs, you certainly can provide them guidance. So, as you can tell by looking, one of the objectives was to make sure that it had kind of the look and the feel of a magazine. And if you're like me, I love magazines. I love to pick them up. I love to read them. I love to cruise through and find things of interest. So we wanted our relocation guide to have that same type of look and feel, that when someone saw it or someone received it, because they had requested it, they immediately wanted to pick it up and start looking through it to gather information. We wanted to create a product that would kind of share with the reader what it would be like to live in Hot Springs. If I'm a young single, or if I'm family and have kids, or if I'm an empty nester, or if I'm closer to retirement, then I can get a feel by looking through this book, and you get a glimpse of what it would be like to actually live and work and build a life in Hot Springs. So we shared different stories, and we wanted also to, kind of give it, for us, a real life feel, and use our own models, stories about Hot Springs. So you'll see that Millie Patrick is right here on the front cover, talk as she should be. She worked with this program for a number of years, but she was here at the Chamber of Commerce. And then also we have Sarah here with Matt Mulligan, pretending to be the happy couple, exploring Hot Springs together. But, we hope our readers will buy into this. We know that they're not together, but they sure look happy on this cover. They are a cute couple. And, as you look through the guide, I think that you will see that we wanted, like I said, to share content that was real and give people a feeling of what it would be like to come to Hot Springs. We also wanted to find ways to connect our guide to the online version and to our website. So throughout the guide, if someone's looking, there's a little icon that would say, for a complete listing of doctors or for a complete listing of realtors, visit our website. So we wanted to have those points throughout the book that if they were intrigued by a certain thing or wanted more information, that they would go to our website and look for that additional information, or look at the online version, or look at the Chamber's website. We wanted them to be able to explore what, things that we have to offer here at the Chamber and in Hot Springs. And those little icons we thought would help bridge that, gap between our printed version and our online version, and our online information. We do have a system in place where people either respond to an ad, or they call the Chamber and they request a guide, or they request online. And so in an effort to strike while the iron is hot, so to speak, it is our goal to send them a response piece within 2 weeks of their request. Then once that piece has been sent to them, then we started 2 years ago. Are we in our third year now? Started our third year. A response program that we thought was a missing piece to the relocation program that has proven to be very beneficial. 3 weeks after, roughly, they have received the guide, I send an email that says, I trust that you've received it. Do you have any questions? If you do, let me know. I get email responses back for specific questions. Then at 5 weeks, then 6 months, and then a year. So we try to keep track of these folks who have expressed an interest in moving to Hot Springs. We were really great. Amanda was just sharing with me before this conference started that we have a really great success story that's going on right now as we speak. There was a couple from Germany. Their doctor had recommended that they move to Hot Springs. I was like, I would love to know exactly why, climate, what, healthy living. And so they actually, as a follow-up to one of Amanda's emails that she sends out as part of our follow-up program, asked for additional information. So we're now putting together a specific packet of information to help make their moving process and their decision-making process easier. So it's exciting when you see that a follow-up program is actually doing what you want it to do. Let's see. Last objective of the guide was to increase exposure into advertising different media outlets. Always brainstorming about ways that we can tell our story or to let people know what is available to them. The advertising that we have committed to for 2012 is Arkansas Parks and Tourism Fall insert, and then also the Spring Summer insert. That produces a lot of leads each year that we can send the guide to. We're also going to continue our advertising with Where to Retire, AAA Southern Travelers website, and then we'll be spending some money this year, as we did last year, on Facebook ads and Google ads, those are ads that are really easy for us to control our costs and how much money that we're spending in those advertising outlets, but get a good return on that investment. We don't have quite as much money this year to spend on advertising as we've had in years past, but we are still fighting the fight and waving the banner and letting people know what a great place it is to live and work in Hot Springs. So with that being said, I'm gonna let Dave come back and he'll close out this important degree program today and then take any questions that you guys might have about our relocation guide or how we advertise and promote our city.
As we talk about this guide, it has a number of different functions, but first and foremost, the objective here is that we're trying to recruit residents to the community to be part of our community. From an economic development standpoint, I can tell you that the recruitment of talent and the development of talent in terms of people is something that is very, very crucial and critical to our success on our economic development strategy moving forward. So this program is a great product to support from an economic development standpoint to try to help do that. And so we're very, very pleased. When we set that strategic plan up, we knew that we needed to attract and find a way to attract talent to the community, and we had a product in place and a program in place that was well vetted, very successful, and so we were excited to be able just to put support behind that and move forward.